Mark 9:3 isn't the easiest verse to translate. It's got some strange words and some strange constructions, but we'll just go through word by word and we'll put it all together. Kai ta hematia autou, eginata stilbonta, Luca Leon, Hoya Gnafius, Epites Ges, Udunatai, Hutos Lucanai, and his clothing became, and then this is the word that means radiant or dazzling. It's a verb, stilbo, and the translations translated either as radiant or dazzling, something like that, shiny. And then to emphasize how bright it is, Mark adds extremely white. We'll look at translations in a second, see how they did this. This next word is not a real common word. Hoios, and then what you have as the second half is what's declining, as you would expect. It means something like such as or as, some kind of connector. Most translations just say as, and then gnafius, the old word for that is fuller or bleacher. It's someone who cleans clothes, such that a launderer upon the earth is not able in such a way to whiten. The verb is lucano. So you have some unusual words here. This one, of course, is functioning as a participle. You'll notice that it's nominative. It's a predicate nominative because of the verb. Luca is in apposition to stilbonta. It could be that the participle, stilbonta, is functioning substantively, that his clothing became radiant, and then you have the adjective, extremely white. But let's take a look at what those translations do, just because it's interesting. And the garments of him became, see, radiant, dazzling. So the NRSV says dazzling white, so it's combining stilbonta and Luca, but dazzling white, radiantly white. So you see what they're doing. They're saying it became just dazzling, extremely white. And it depends upon how you want to convey that. Which, and then launderer, ESV gives up and says no one. Strange footnote here. Greek, launderer. Well, that's English. I don't know why they say Greek. Gnafius, as it puts in parentheses, is Greek, but launderer is not Greek, so I'm not quite sure what is going on there. The NLT kind of smooths it all out, as you expect. His clothes became dazzling white, far whiter than any earthly bleach. Well, it's not the word for bleach, it's the person who bleaches, but you get the idea. Any earthly bleach could ever make them. So we start with the Kai. I think I'll just put it on its own line. His clothes became radiant, extremely white. And then here's your pronoun, which a fuller, use the King James here, fuller on earth is not able in this manner. I think I'll just put that on its own line as well. So you have your connector with the previous passage. You have a modifier of what it means to be radiant, and then an explanation of that radiant. So the following clause is modifying how white it is, and I'm going to have to do something like this. So Hoya is a neuter plural, so it's probably going back to stilbonta, dazzling white. Or I guess you could see it going back up to Timati as well. You notice that it's accusative. You remember that relative pronouns get their case from their function inside the clause. So the idea is a fuller is not able to whiten the clothing. So I guess it's a direct object of Lucani. That'd be a little strange, but that seems to be what's going on.